Good morning, Gators. So before I start with the news today, I need to make a correction from Friday's announcement. I mistakenly announced Tyler Buka as joining the United States Marine Corps. Tyler is actually going to be joining the U.S. Navy. Tyler, I apologize for my error, and I wish you and all the other Gators who have enlisted in our armed forces the very best of luck and safe passage through your various travels around the globe. As for the news, I do have a bit of information that a few of you have been asking about lately, chiefly summer school. Summer school will happen on schedule, however, it will be conducted remotely just as we are doing now. There will be undoubtedly some subtle changes regarding attendance and grading, and those will be communicated to you at a later date by your summer school teachers. But as of now, the dates will be the same as announced previously. Also, I need to clarify my update on Friday regarding refunds for spring sports. As I stated on Friday, there will be refunds. However, the amount of the refund will vary from sport to sport and by individual situation. And let me give you some examples. Let's say you paid $200 for your spring sport fee, but the team ordered gear, hats, shirts, travel bags, etc. for the players, which was produced, delivered, and distributed to the players. That portion of your fee that was used to pay for gear would not be refunded. Also, for some sports, that fee helps to cover travel, tournament entry fees, etc. That portion of the fees would also not be refunded. Any fundraising you did via chocolate or bundt cake sales and things of that nature stays with the program as always. What this means is that each individual sport and each individual player's refund situation will be different. And your coaches have already pretty much figured out all of that, so check with them about the status of your payment. It looks like the cap and gown situation might, and I say might in all caps, big caution, we might see some movement soon. As of this moment, we still cannot distribute them, but I am hopeful that we'll see that change in the very near future. I know that many of you got an update late Friday regarding the district's Phase 1 approach to returning to school. The building principals got this the same time you did, so we're still looking it over to see what our next steps will be. However, this part of the plan mostly concerns the return of staff to the building and the closing out of school procedures. Once we have a finalized plan for the return of Chromebooks, instruments, etc., we will communicate that to you. Students, remember that you have until next Wednesday to turn in any work that you want graded for third quarter. That will be your semester grade, so if you have work to be done still, you need to get on it quickly. Along those same lines, seniors, if you are still recovering credits via Apex and Edgenuity, you need to be working at warp speed now to get that work completed. Well, that's about it for the news today. As for today's message, it's a pretty short one. As we've been sitting here in quarantine for the last 7 weeks, learning how to do all kinds of things remotely, the one thing that hasn't changed is the need for you to keep learning. At some point, we will return to school. It may look slightly different from the way we've done it in the past, but it will continue because it has to continue. Your academic career will go on, whether it's in person or via a computer screen. I hope that you've used this time to develop good habits relative to a distance learning environment, because if you're going to go to college next year, there's a good chance you'll be doing some distance learning there, whether you start out that way or move to it later. For those of you coming back to Green Valley, it's possible that you could see a return to distance learning at some point. We just don't know where this situation with coronavirus will take us. But we do know that when school starts again in the fall, regardless of the format, we're going to be learning again. And one of the things that we as teachers and administrators will learn is who was working during these last 7 weeks. As I've said many times, you are the one responsible for your own learning. To be honest, I'm not that worried about you as you are Gators. And whether you know it or not, you've assimilated the commitment to excellence mindset already. However, this time period has been very instructive for all of us. It's taught us the value of self-discipline in reaching our goals. And after all, the true test of any person is what they do when no one expects them to do anything. Please keep that in mind as we head towards the final few days of school and on into the next phase of our educational or professional lives. And remember, we got this. Thanks for listening and have a great day.